Expand design, a roomy cabin, dual-tone interiors, 15 smart utility spaces, and a large boot space, all there to expand your life. Welcome to Easy Space.
Remains of bodies, debris, and still burning engines. These were the visuals that residents of the Donetsk region in eastern Ukraine saw after Malaysian Airlines flight MH17 crashed in the area. Now, Ukraine accused pro-Russian rebels of shooting down the plane. Newsfirst Sulfik Farzan reports.
Pro-Russian separatists in Ukraine have been accused of removing 38 bodies from the Malaysian Airlines crash scene and attempting to destroy evidence at the site. The rebels are, however, denying any involvement. Now, children in the ground described that it was raining people after the passenger plane was shot down with 298 people on board. Wreckage lay scattered in a field in eastern Ukraine as investigators and emergency officials probed the downing of a Malaysian airliner with 298 people on board. The plane crashed about 40 kilometers from the border with Russia near the regional capital of Donetsk, an area that is a stronghold of rebels who have been fighting Ukrainian government forces. Leaders of the rebel Donetsk People's Republic denied any involvement and said a Ukrainian Air Force jet had brought down the intercontinental flight. Observers from the Organization for Security and Cooperation in Europe visited the scene of the crash.
Well, we were promised access. We received it. So we have to work very quickly to see what's going on in terms of safety, security, the perimeter, the state of the bodies of the souls that died, the wreckage, and also the black boxes. Our reporting, which we'll do tonight, will help the officials at a higher level decide on the next course of action.
However, it was later reported that Russian rebels have stopped inspectors from investigating the MH17 crash site amid reports that the black box record is on its way to Moscow. Earlier yesterday, Russian President Vladimir Putin called on the Ukrainian government and pro-Russian separatists to lay down arms and enter into a ceasefire agreement. The rebels are suspected of owning one of the Russian-built surface-to-air missiles, or SAMs, blamed for the attack. Meanwhile, President Barack Obama said that a surface-to-air missile fired from territory controlled by Russian-backed separatists in Ukraine was responsible for shooting down a Malaysian passenger plane.
We know that they are heavily armed and that they are trained, and we know that that's not an accident. That is happening because of Russian support. It is not possible for these separatists to function the way they're functioning, to have the equipment that they have. Set aside what's happened with respect to the Malaysian Airlines. A group of separatists can't shoot down military transport planes, or they claim shoot down fighter jets without sophisticated equipment and sophisticated training, and that is coming from Russia.
Russia's defense ministry spokesman denied the downing of a Malaysian airplane in Ukraine.
Considering various insinuations regarding the actions of the Russian Federation in the regions bordering with Ukraine, we declare that on the 17th of July, Russian air defense facilities did not work in the given region. Russian Air Force's planes did not fly in Russian regions that border with the Donetsk region. This data is fully confirmed by recorders.
The Pentagon has used high-tech listening satellites to trace the deadly path of the missile that apparently destroyed flight MH17. Now, according to a report by the Los Angeles Times, intelligence officials most certainly relied on a technical discipline known as MASINT to obtain key bits of information about the missile launch. The plane is believed to have been shot down using a Buck surface-to-air missile system. The Buck SAM is a mobile missile system that includes a target acquisition radar vehicle, command vehicle, and several other key components. The unit comprises of 4 surface-to-air missiles, which can travel at a speed of Mach 3 and can reach a target traveling at an altitude of 72,000 feet. This weapon was designed by the Soviet Union and then by its successor state, the Russian Federation, to fight cruise missiles, smart bombs and unmanned aerial aircraft. Four Ukrainian military planes have been shot down since June and 2 more certainly by rebels. But the other 2 were shot down at a high altitude like flight MH17, and it's not clear who or how they were brought down. Who shot down Malaysian Airlines flight MH17 remains a mystery. The Newsfirst International Desk will continue to monitor the latest developments on the story.